Yo, what up? My name is Recognize.
I'm Burns.
We are Mayday. We are fucking out here. Tuned into the homies SoFuckingCool.com. So fucking cool.
All right, so thank you, cool. Sitting here with the guys from Mayday. How you guys doing, man?
What up?
What up, what up?
Happy to be in Buffalo, New York. You know what I'm saying?
Back
Got
again.
Buffalo chicken in my life.
Special day, 420 for the show.
On 420. National holiday
It's festivity
for
time.
the freezies. It's in the area.
It's in the air,
That's
period.
It's in the air.
Let's talk about tour life for you guys just a little bit there. I mean, it's got to be a little bit different. I mean, I see you guys busting your ass out. I see you at least once a year
Yes,
around
sir.
going through that.
I mean,
man.
we're a touring band. Like that's what we're a working touring band. We're not a local hang out at the crib, make a record once every 2 years kind of band. We're
Out there.
out there.
It's not for the faint of heart.
Not for the faint of heart. So definitely, that's just what we do, man. That's how we make our money. That's how we feed our children, and
Spread the word.
spread the word. You know what I'm saying? By going out there and touching fans, mano a mano. It's really the best way to feel out your music too. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like the life we live, man.
Well, this day and age, you got to have that different approach, though. You know
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean? You can't just drop something out there and hope people buy it because, unfortunately,
There's too much information out there right now, man. You need to, you gotta have a bigger megaphone, a louder microphone than the rest of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. We're on like a constant revolving door of like release, hit the street, release, hit the street, release, hit the street, and just
Holla.
yeah, you just have to keep that going.
speaking of release, you guys just put one out. Is that right?
Yes.
It's long ago, yeah.
Future Vintage is our latest album. Came out. What month did that come out? I want to say it came out.
November? It's October,
November?
November,
Yeah.
something like that?
Well, this like 4 or 5 months ago, and it's our most ambitious effort to date. I feel like we really kind of stretched ourselves in terms of the music and our creativity as much as we could on this album, and we're really proud of it. We think it stands tall amongst all of our other releases, And I have a solo album coming out in July called "See You on the Other Side."
Okay.
Yeah, and Recognize has an EP coming out this year as well. What's the name of the EP? Pressure Point.
Well, tell me about that. How does that work out? Is it just because you guys feel that you have different points of view or shit that you want to do on your own? Or
Definitely, that's part of it, and it's just, we work together a lot, so sometimes it's good to just kind of, this is the stuff that I do in my bedroom when I'm by myself and, nobody's around,
Yeah, it allows us it gives us opportunity to branch out a little bit and try different things. And we end up working on each other's projects anyways. But
I couldn't have done my project without him, and I think vice versa.
versa.
So I think it's just one of those things where it's good. You want to see your brothers do good, and see what they have to say about stuff without you there too. It's interesting. It makes it interesting.
And fans like it too because it gives them a different avenue, a different perspective than they normally get with the whole group.
Yep, exactly.
Now, has there been times where you guys have been collaborating together and you're like, you know what? I think this might have worked a little bit better if I put my own spin on it and shit that you didn't release on your other
That's
albums?
definitely Recognize was a solo artist before I was, and that's definitely happened more with him and his solo songs than it has with with mine. He would start a song, and then I would take it for the group, or vice versa.
I don't think we've ever worked on something and then like gone back and gone like, oh, this would have been better if I would have like taken it to my bedroom type shit. But the other way around for
That's
sure.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
If we when we start something at home and then there's been things where like we'll bring it into the group mentality later and be like, okay, cool, yeah, like this, it works good for a group album. So we've done that a lot in the past for sure.
Very cool. Very cool. Now, there's been a lot of controversy going on right now with Gene Simmons, Ice Cube, hip hop in general.
Oh yeah, what'd he say?
He said that hip hop's going to be dead and he can't wait for it to happen.
I mean, speaking from the guy that rock and roll is dead,
Exactly. You know what I mean? It's just,
he might be a little bitter, but he has a point. I think he has a point. I think if you are going to be honest about it, he was once a king, and now he's not, and that happens to everything, and everything goes in cycles, and what's popular today might not be popular tomorrow. Now, the question is how many more genre shifts can hip hop withstand? You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, it's not that it's died, but genres have died. Subgenres of hip hop have died. Like we can go down the list. You know what I mean?
Oh,
East Coast music, then down South music. You know what I'm saying? Like they all had their moments, right? Just like rock and roll did. You know what I'm saying? Like rock and roll dominated for 40 years, 50 years, you know? What year are we in now in hip hop? 30? You know what I'm saying? 35? You know, so hip hop is in middle age right now. It's trying to, you know, so I think it's like, it's one of those things, man. It's a natural thing from any art form to come and go, you know?
My thing is Gene Simmons was he ever a hip hop fan? I always find
That
like,
too.
those situations like irk me
Right.
where like, how can someone call something dead that they never?
Meanwhile, you
took
got
part in or
Paul
weren't a
McCartney,
fan or anything?
who's the biggest rock star ever, still doing songs with the
Kanye.
biggest hip hop artist ever, which is Kanye.
Yeah.
So it makes you wonder: is it just that Gene Simmons is irrelevant and he can't find other relevant people to work with?
It just sounds
You
like a
know what I mean?
cranky old man kind of comment.
It-
It just sounds like
that's
you
really
kids
what it
get
is.
off my lawn type shit.
That's really
Like,
what it is.
Right.
That's because you know what, the energy's never the true raw energy of hip hop can never die. Just like the true raw energy of rock and roll has never died. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's always gonna be a kid that's gonna plug in an amp and he's not gonna give a fuck about a hit single, and he's just gonna be like, fuck this, I'm gonna fucking do the illest shit. And there's plenty of rock and roll movements out there of people that we don't even hear about in this hip hop shit. You know what I'm saying? That are just like us, underground, independent people that are packing in 1,000 people venues and are dope as fuck. You know, so it's just. It's about, man, like, the problem is that we're not having any more, there's no such thing as, like, one thing controlling everything anymore. Those days are over with, man. There's too much information out there. It's not going to be hip-hop. It's not going to be rock and roll. It's not, everybody's into everything now, man. It's like, it's impossible to generalize anything. The hip-hop artist of today, the hip-hop person, imagine we would have brought us to, like, the early 90s when it was, like, the Keep It Real era and all that. Man, it would have been, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no comparisons and shit. It's like everything switches and varies, and we're in a
transfer
new,
of energy. It never
we're in a
ends.
new, we're in a new era, dog. It's just information now, man. You gotta have dope shit. You know,
Yeah,
it's about
sure.
energy and tapping into that, in my opinion. You know,
Well, yeah, like you're saying, this day and age, man, these kids can click a button and they're gonna know everything about you, every song that you
Come
got.
on,
what's
man.
going- You know what I mean?
For sure.
come on,
You
bro.
guys can do something in fucking 10 minutes that you decided to say, you know what? Click,
Yeah.
it's out there. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
100%.
That possibilities were gone years ago.
Exactly, man. Exactly, dude. So you can't hate anymore, dude. You just have to come with hot shit. You know what I'm saying? That's really the thing, man. And yeah, so he's bitter, and he's probably wrong because rock and roll never died, really, in reality. So he's wrong. Nothing really dies.
Yeah,
Totally.
for sure.
Transfer of energy.
For sure, definitely. It just it evolves in one way or another. You know what I mean? I mean, fucking, if you think about it, if you listen to the way hip hop was 20 years ago, storytelling and everything like that, to some of the guys that are out there today, they don't even have fucking lyrics. It's going to be a repetitive line that they know is going to sell commercially.
True.
Fucking YOLO. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. 100.
Word up, man. Fucking shit.
So once this shit wraps up,
I'm
we're
high. How you gonna ask me these questions when I'm high? Man, what is it?
after this wraps up, man, what are you guys going to do? You guys going to keep on touring? What's
Yeah, we're actually planning a North American tour, a Mayday solo tour. As soon as this ends, we're gonna take a few months off, and then probably late summer / fall, we'll be doing a tour. You know, so Canada
first,
definitely, and then North America. Basically, a North American tour. You know, so you know that, and we do one a year basically, and that's around the same time. You know.
Now, with you guys doing your own solos, are you guys going to do your own sets and then do a collaboration?
You know, we haven't gotten to that yet. We'll probably, in a Mayday set, we'll probably sprinkle in some solo material from the both of us. But we've actually been toying about, after this Mayday tour, doing a tour where we just tour our solo material. We go together, but we do, you know, we do like a solo sets. You know what I'm saying?
Bill it as like a solo material.
Yeah,
presents,
you know.
Now, last question I want to ask you is, for you guys being together, I mean, is that hard to be on the road as much as you are? You know what I mean? I mean, you see a lot of hip-hop guys that are just them. Yeah, they may have other DJs and shit in the band, but they can be revolving doors. Somebody like you two, where it's got to be
Yeah.
you two. You know
The
what I
act
mean?
doesn't work if either one of us aren't there.
Yeah.
No, you just have to have good personalities. You have to get along, man.
Our group, when we started Strange, started as 6 people, you know, and life happened, and we, like, so a couple people had to step back, and now we're really down on the road. We're down to 3 of those 6, you know, us 2, and Anonymous playing percussion is like the last of that 6, and that just goes to show you how hard it is to keep it together, man. It's just not easy. So for me and him, it's obviously the most weight is on us because if one of us steps back as a front man, it's just like, obviously it would change the appearance of everything, you know? know. So I don't think we feel the pressure yet. We just
Luckily, we're good friends, and it hasn't gotten to us. You know what I'm saying? And that's really the key, finding somebody you can really work with. You know what I'm saying?
It's gotta be the hardest thing too, because you guys live together. Basically.
yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially on these tours, everybody on
You're
the
on
tour.
the bus, you're on the hotel, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys are lucky to get to take a shit by yourself.
You have to really disconnect yourself from liberties that you're used to at home
And be respectful of each other.
Try to be respectful of people, but also be mindful that sometimes people just are zoned out here trying to just survive out here. So it's a give and take. That's the real like harmony of it, and that's why this is the third tour we've toured with Stevie Stone and his crew on the bus together. It's a very harmonious environment. We know how to live with each other, and it fucking works great. So we're lucky now because we have a good groove with great people, and everyone on this tour smooth, no issues with strange music people.
Very cool. Now, one thing that we mentioned earlier was that it's a new generation. Social media is popular out there. What are you guys big on? Twitter, Facebook?
Man,
everything.
My favorite right now is Instagram, but we're heavy on Twitter and Facebook for sure.
Yeah.
I think our biggest following is on Facebook, and then now I'm starting to get into Snapchat. I think you're fucking Snapchat a little bit more. I liked Vine for a while. Like we try to, as artists now, it's just like that's like this new street teaming in a sense. Where like you used to have to go and put your snipes up. Now you just have to kind of be on every network wherever there are people. So wherever the people are and they want to go, we'll try to be there.
Now, how does that feel with you and the fans, though? I mean, it's a different world, though. They kind of feel like they know you more than
Definitely so.
they should know. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking...
But at the end of the day, they're only going to know what you let them know.
Right.
So
For sure.
it's on you if they know too much. It's your fault. It's your own damn fault.
For sure.
You know? That's how I feel about that.
And when you stare in the crowd, when you see everybody up with their phones and shit like that, is that more of a disturbance? Is that more of like, you should be appreciating me, what it is?
It feels like naturally you want to call it a disturbance, but then I hate being hypocritical, and sometimes I fucking pull my phone out and go, man. So I don't want to criticize someone for doing it because I'm programmed too to do it sometimes. But when you are in a crowd of people and the party isn't really popping off, and you see that most people are dedicating their energy to staying still and capturing it on this, it does feel a little bit like a letdown, because you feel like if everyone puts the phone down, takes a shot, and gets busy, the whole party will go up on 10 notches.
Yeah. Right.
So it's kind of a catch-22.
And especially now these days, these companies are out there, they're pushing these kids. I mean, they got Periscope, Facebook just launched Live, where they can fucking record your whole show, you know what I mean, and show it live to all their friends, you know what I mean? So it's gotta be like,
it's a gift,
you know what I mean?
It's a gift and a curse, yeah, because it's really good because it helps you bridge the gap and brings the world closer to your doorstep, and at the same time it can saturate things and make things seem a little bit too distant as well. So it's just like a balancing act, man. That's what we try to do, is do it as well as we can without oversaturating.
Now, and for those fans that are out there, they want to know more about you, they want to know about the individual shit, the rest of the tour, they want to buy the new release, they want to get a fucking shirt, get a hat, you know what I mean? Where are they going to go? What are they going to do?
The website is maydayonline.com. We're on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram as Mayday Music, at Mr. Burns, at Recognize No C No G, at Anonymous NONMS 305. We are out here, Mayday Music, Future Vintage.
Holla, 305 Miami, holla, strange music.
So fucking cool. Beep, 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 beep.